this opera alternates between recitative, when you have the singer over a bass line, with ritornellos, which is when the whole orchestra is playing without a singer.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what this recitative is like in very early opera, like in Monteverdi's
Yes.
operas?
Well, the recitative of this time, it's very different than what we typically think of, because if you've heard recitative, chances are it is in an opera by Mozart or possibly by Handel. And in those sorts of things, you tend to have very short punctuated chords, and the person kind of rushes through a little bit of dialogue in order to get to the cool aria where they sing the high note.
Yes,
But in the
the thrilling moment.
yeah, the thrilling moment. But in the Monteverdi style, uh, it's the recitative itself is beautiful melody. The entire opera is comprised of one beautiful melody after another, and so these characters are having dialogues. They're talking just like you and I are, except that it's absolutely gorgeous, and
With amazing harmonic twists.
with amazing harmonic twists to indicate their emotional shifts.
Yes.
The other thing is that different characters have different levels at which they speak. So, for instance, the characters of Poppaea and Nerone, who are the two lovers at the center of the thing, they tend to be a lot more sing-songy because they're usually, they're in the first flush of new love. Whereas Ottavia, who's Nerone's betrayed wife, she sings only in kind of dramatic recitative that's not all that tuneful. She's always suffering, so she doesn't have a song in her heart.
You get the beautiful.
She doesn't get the beautiful music in the same way, and so the characters, how they feel and what their intentions are, have a lot to do with the kind of music that they are given. But
And the continuo section, or who is playing the bass line, it's not just harpsichord. It's this whole spectrum of beautiful plucked
yes,
sounds.
yeah, so we sort of provide a very rich carpet of sound under the singers, and punctuation of what they're saying, and many times we also mirror the dramatic action. Like if somebody gets stabbed, we'll punctuate that somehow musically.
They'll make up a stab sound.
Yeah, you make up stab sound.
Well, that sounds fun.
Oh, yeah, it's great fun because you get to just sort of respond in real time to what's happening on stage, which
Yes.
that's one of the really joyful things about being part of a continuo section in this particular art form.